So I'm finished work for the week and I'm loading my van. I'm going to load up my van and go down to West Cork. So I've put a list together of all the things I want to achieve this weekend. I've loaded up my tools into the van. I've still got enough room to sleep, so if I decide to sleep in the boatyard I can. All my tools can stay in the van with me, that will be safe, and I have my list. So I brought all the tools I think that I might need this weekend. Plus, if I get half this list done, I'll be very, very happy. There's not a lot of technical stuff on this list this weekend. I think my main first focus will be to get the engine, because the engine runs and everything, but it's not plumbed. It probably needs to be serviced. The saltwater inlet needs to be put on and needs to be sort out the saltwater pump. It needs for the fuel tank. So there's a lot of kind of stuff to get it finished. So I'm going to try and spend most of the weekend at that. So today my plan is to go through the boat, clean it, because there's a lot of dust and stuff from when you sandblasted it. Play around with the engine, take a lot of measurements because I need to get wires made up, and if I come down on the weekend and take my measurements and go away, during the week when I'm at work I can start buying things, and then they'll be here for the weekend. So I'm going to go through it and start figuring out what I need to do really. So this is where one of the tanks is, and there's another tank there, and I think the diesel tank is over there underneath that guy. So there's a fuel tank there I'm going to use as a day tank. Next to him is going to be another stainless tank, and I think I'll probably put another tanker on the back. So this is one of the tanks. It's got a lot of dust and blast media inside it, and that's actually in the keel. So yeah, there's a lot of dust in there from when he blasted it, so I don't know what to do with these tanks. I see what I could do is actually put a plastic tank in there, like a flexible tank, because a flexible tank would mean that I wouldn't need to clean that, and a flexible tank can be changed. They're like a bladder, you can put a bladder in there, and it's that actually might work. It actually might be a better idea to take a lot of this out by hand, because I don't think that Hoover's enjoying that. I don't really think I enjoy sucking all this up either, to be honest. Hello! It's not nice in there. It's not nice in there. So if I have a crew with me that aren't behaving, I could put them in that tank. So job number one really is to get this boat, this engine kind of sussed. So basically the engine's great, the engine's in good condition. So it just needs to be cleaned up and plumbed. So from my understanding, there's a saltwater pump. This is actually cool. There's a saltwater inlet through here, which is pumped then into here, which goes up into the heat exchanger and pumped out through the exhaust. So its job is to pump salt water through and cool the coolant. And then it also stops the exhaust from burning. So we have a water pump here, which pumps the fluid around the engine. It's missing an alternator and a starter motor, which I have bought. The starter motor goes back here and the alternator goes here. That'll drive my water pump. And yeah, so that's effectively that's effectively it really. I'm just going to get it plumbed, get it fueled and run it. So I'm really excited about that.
Not a bad first day at the boat. Did a lot of cleaning, went over what I needed to do for the engine, blah blah blah. So tomorrow I'm going to get more stuck into the engine, maybe go through what I really need to do to get it started, stuff like that. So tomorrow will be interesting. Tomorrow is going to be fun. So in here, basically the steering, it's called a steering binnacle, and there's a shaft going through here and there's a set of gears in here which turn this motion into this motion. Nick was saying that the bearings in here need to be done, so I'm going to take the binnacle off, I'm going to get this shot blasted and I'm going to get it powder coated so it'll be nice and tidy. So there's the bearing in here, so that should be very easy to change because it's just got a circlip on it, and there should be a number on the bearing that I can just replace the bearing. That's not a big deal. There's also a bearing on this side, and pretty much that's the same, but you can hear the bearings are a little bit noisy, alright. So I got the binnacle off, chain's kind of held in with a block. I need to change the connectors for the chain to the wire, because right now they're just kind of like, they're just kind of U-bolts, and not ideal. So when you're turning the system all the way through, or the steering system all the way through, they hit off each other. So I'm going to take this away. There's bearings in here, and they need to be changed. Bearing in there needs to be changed, and I'm going to get it powder coated. Should be tidy. Oh yeah, I also apologise for the noise because it's a steel boat. There's nothing in it, so it's just going to echo until I get something in here. Another job I have to do is, you can see all the way around I have windows. So I've got plexiglass that was cut, and I need to fit it to this. But before I do that, these wood covers, so those wood covers were put in there to keep water out, basically, right? While we're being done up. So I need to take those off. I have a feeling that there was no sandblasting done behind them. I had a quick look and they look a bit rusty, so I have to clean those off and paint them. And then I can start measuring up my windows. So this is kind of what the windows are going to look like. I've just got it clamped in the back now. But so I have to clean off all the way around, inside and a little bit here as well, and kind of measure up kind of external frames which I need to get laser cut. So once those are cut, I can bolt the windows in fully, and that'll basically be a job done.